was a blur.
All right, we're live, guys.
Jeez.
Technical difficulties is right. I Bonnie. Technical difficulties is right, guys. I should have stayed with Streamyard, cause Streamyard.
We should have
Man, man,
we should have
nah.
tested before. Like,
Well, no,
well,
I
can
did.
they even hear
eh,
me now? I don't even know if they can hear me.
Can you guys hear him? Let's find out.
Uh, yeah, we
Man,
don't even know.
everybody's texting me and their mothers right now. It's like
Oh,
Jesus
I can.
Christ. Nobody texts. Nobody texts me
Yeah,
when I'm not busy.
better. Okay, that's good. I sweet. Yeah, I hate the angle of my webcam, but can't fit it on my monitor. All right, we should
Bruh,
get this. We should get
if I didn't freaking know that you are using one of Streamlabs, yeah, great. StreamYard's freaking backgrounds there, I would have said that you had a fucking badass background right there, man.
Thank.
I wish our houses looked that nice.
I know.
I wish
Well, I'm in my room right now, but
damn.
so
So everybody can hear you now, and that's awesome. I might come to StreamYard when I have guests, just because. Um, yeah, that was awful. I tested this last night. Everything looked perfect. Everything was amazing. And for some reason, you came on and destroyed it. No, I'm kidding. So what's going on, bro? Like, we were talking about it earlier, and yeah, there's been a lot going on. Um,
hmm
I know we I don't know how much of the stuff that you heard when you left, but I was thinking that we could talk a little bit, not just about tech, but how tech um, can incorporates into our lives. And since today is Mental Health Day, I
hmm
thought we could start off talking about how technology can impact our mental health, whether it be good
Absolutely.
ways or bad ways and
Right.
stuff like that.
Right.
Um, so I'm gonna ask you, man, what are your thoughts on it? Um, what's your perspective on tech and mental health?
Right. Right. Okay. Well, like you said, tech can definitely help you with your mental health, or it can hurt you. I think for me, like, it's just crazy to see all the tech that's out there. Right. I mean, like, our fridges are becoming smart. Right. Our microwaves, our appliances are becoming easier and smarter to use. But if
Yeah.
you're like me, who loves, computers and consoles and electronics and gadgets and phones, which I know you do, there's always new
Yes.
stuff coming out. Uh, and it's an exciting time to live. I mean, if you think about it, uh, tech has changed a lot over, 100 years, 50 years, 20 years. It's gotten really advanced, and
Definitely.
it's been kind of crazy to see, how everything's changed.
Hmm.
Um, But yeah, I mean, I think it makes our lives easier. It gives us an escape, right? Like, um, video games is one escape that people have. Our phones definitely connect us
Yep.
with the world.
Definitely.
And on the bad side, like, I guess people can kind of abuse their tech or become addicted to it, right? That's never good. You always need balance in life. Like, if you're addicted to your phone or your computer or your game console, that can negatively impact your life and your relationships. But
Definitely.
um, for me, yeah, I mean, I just love tech, and I like to see what comes out there. I know they have like whole events, um,
Yeah.
like in the world in America that
th-
just different companies showing off their new tech. So yeah, I mean, I use it to, just like everyone else, just to make your life easier and as an escape, right? Who doesn't love the internet? Who doesn't like to surf the internet? But at times you need to sometimes like touch grass, I guess, so to speak. Just take a step back and enjoy the real world. But yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts?
No, I definitely agree with you. I think that honestly, hang on, I am okay. I think that honestly, like, eh, it's good and it's bad. I mean, I think if you're on it a lot, of course, depending on what you're doing, it
Mhm,
can get draining and stuff. But I think that there are a lot of apps out there that help. Uh,
mhm,
with whether it be anxiety, depression, stuff like that.
mhm.
There are definitely ways that you can cope by watching YouTube videos about certain topics, um, ASMR
Right,
videos,
right.
as Solange, I see you because I know you love that kind of stuff. Um,
Yeah, I see.
yeah, Solange loves that kind of stuff. So I
Like
kind of
the
suggest
like the
that she,
TikToks of people like cutting sand and like breaking glass.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that stuff.
And not only that, but like if you go on and you see some of the stuff, it like there's people that do role plays of like pretending that the camera is actually you, and they brush the camera, they tap on the
Yeah,
camera. Listen, I even caught myself watching these things from time to time because it is
right.
relaxing. It is
Yeah,
relaxing.
yeah,
But in ways like you know uh, there are some bad things. You can get addicted to being on your phone, like me. I know. I know what some people are saying, um, but there are some good things. I think that the way that technology helps us and um, has progressed over the years, I think that there's some good sides to it. I mean, it connects us to the world, that we talk to our friends, our families, whether it be close by or on the other side of the world.
right.
And
Exactly. Through WhatsApp.
it's yeah, WhatsApp,
WhatsApp's
bro. Why?
crazy.
Why? Can I ask you why WhatsApp is not more popular here in the United States? Like so many people, I
That's
talk,
that's a
I
good
talk
question.
about
Well,
WhatsApp on I talk about WhatsApp on the lives sometimes, and people are like, why aren't you using Telegram or this or that?" And
right.
I'm just
Well,
like,
I think it
"'Cause
has to do
WhatsApp is a."
with Apple's just like stronghold over young Americans. I think I read somewhere that like 70% of like Gen Z or people like 15 to 30, like 70% of them have iPhones.
Mhm.
And a lot of iPhone users just use iMessage because it's a really good messaging protocol, right? It's so easy to talk to people. So they
Yeah.
don't need WhatsApp. Like, I guess Americans kind of have this like, oh, they're kind of lazy. So like, why would they want to download it in another entire app? It doesn't really fit into our culture, I guess. But like,
Mhm.
obviously in Europe, where Androids are more popular, yeah, it's a better app to use.
Yeah, for sure, for
But
sure.
I love WhatsApp. I mean, I think it's like super
Oh, dude.
customizable and obviously it has a huge user base. I do get like scam messages sometimes, which is annoying. It's funny though, cause like, WhatsApp does a good job of, like, telling you where the user's from. So I'll get, like, a picture of, like, a girl, and it's like a selfie, and it's like
Yes,
she'll
yes.
say some random stuff, and then it says the user's from, like, Nigeria. I'm like, "Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Thanks."
I get that so much too.
Yeah. I
Do
just
you
and then
but
the
do you
crypto stuff, but, like,
but do you know I get that probably twice as more on iMessage than anything else?
oh, really? Yeah, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. And especially like nowadays, I feel like it's gotten so bad. So you gotta
Well, you didn't
really be
block it.
careful what. Yeah, bro. Like you gotta be really, really careful of what you click and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But bruh. Um, you were just talking about like how you were getting it, a lot, and you're on Android, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, I'm not trying to bash you or anything, but I've heard that a lot of people on Android are getting stuff on WhatsApp than people on iOS. Now, this being said, I'm getting listen, I'm getting a lot of it too. I'm getting
Mhm.
it a lot too. But I see my friends. I had I have a friend who I wanted to talk to and continue talking to without having to be on Facebook all the time because
Right.
you
Messenger.
know
Yeah.
yeah my because my family like a lot of my family would be
Oh,
like, oh,
perfect.
you're on vacation but you're on Facebook, blah blah blah, blah. So I'm like, all right, let me think about this twice. I'm gonna tell them to install WhatsApp. They have an Android, and again, I'm not sure what the deal is, but I just see it a lot more. They said, and my girl, um, I'm not sure if she's here, Sherry. Um, she even said the one time that I asked her to do it, she was getting all sorts of kind of things. Like she was getting
Mhm. Yeah.
uh female pictures, male pictures, this, that, the other. And I'm just like, what the actual hell
Mhm.
is going on? So like I
Mhm.
don't know what the deal is. But
Yeah,
I'm just
that
saying, like,
I'm not.
I've seen those kinds of stories. Now I'm seeing it more and more and more on iOS, especially like I said on iMessage. I
Yep.
think it is getting to be
Be like
ridiculous.
epidemic levels. I mean,
Oh,
I don't get them
dude,
every day,
it's
but
freaking
I probably get more scam phishing messages through like Google Messages than I do
yeah,
WhatsApp. But I
yeah,
know WhatsApp is tied to your phone number. So,
true, true. Shark Tag Joan, how are you? How the heck are you, my friend? Says it's their branding. Yeah, for sure. I think so too. Sharky, how you doing, man? How you doing? Um, so yeah, man, like, so going back a little bit, like, what are your thoughts on like things that um that companies could start doing to better someone's mental health? I mean, I know for like, there's parental controls for kids and stuff like that, but like, what about us, like adults? Like,
right.
you know,
Well, that's a good question, and it's hard because we live in such like a consumer driven culture, right? It's like such a capitalistic society. So companies' main goal is to sell you a product and like it's kind of awful to say, but like make it as addictive as possible. But
yeah,
you do
yeah,
see companies out there like putting resources into making really cool products that are going to help people. I know there's a YouTuber, Jerry Rig Everything. He actually started a
yes,
company. He started a company with his wife to make
yep,
affordable, like I think they're like off-roading like wheelchairs, motorized,
yep.
and they're really cool. And well, you can buy them
You
now, but they're super expensive. So he's trying to make them super affordable.
I'm gonna send you a link to a female and somewhat friend of mine, um, Jacqueline Dallas, nothing but tech.
Okay.
She does interviews now with certain CEOs
Oh,
and
that's cool.
different people. She did a video with Jerry Rig Everything,
Oh wow.
and they toured his factory. Holy crap!
Yeah, he's got
The
some cool
things that
machines in there.
Dude, the things that go into making wheelchairs, not just regular wheelchairs, but these motorized wheelchairs
Right.
that he's creating,
Right.
it's mind blowing.
I know.
It
Yeah.
is really mind blowing. I'm gonna send you the link,
Okay.
because
Awesome. Yeah.
that is
Yeah, I love that guy.
definitely,
His channel.
dude. It's such an amazing channel, and honestly, like all the stuff he does, um, the videos that he did of creating a library in, I think it was Africa or something. I'm not
Oh
sure
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
if you saw that.
Yep.
dude, that was wow.
Right.
Wow. Um, so yeah, man, I'm just like people there are so many great people out there,
Yeah,
and
there's
I'm
good.
blessed.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. No, those are the good ones. But obviously, you hear cases
I mean, yeah,
of bad
there's a
stuff
lot
too.
of
But
there's a lot of people in the tech community especially that like focus more on like drama and stuff like that. And like if you have a Twitter X account and you follow these people, you're just like
ye-
the tech community is so toxic sometimes,
uh,
depending on who you follow.
I'm sure.
The
I'm sure it can be. Yeah.
oh, dude, I try not to be those people. I try not to be that people. I try to be a good person, try to make an impact.
Right.
Bringing, like I said, um, with my own podcast here, trying to bring different people on to talk about tech and experiences and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Um, I wanted to now venture onto something that I really haven't talked about on the channel. And before everything was going on, when you had left, I had asked the chat what you guys thought about this. I'm not sure if you guys caught that or not, but um, I thought we could talk a little bit about PlayStation. Um, I don't know how you feel about if you're a console gamer or PC gamer.
Mhm.
Um, but I thought we could talk about it because
Right.
today, I think it was today, that we were talking, and they finally are selling the PS5 Pro.
Mm.
Um, better specs,
Right.
a lot more money,
Yep.
which is freaking ridiculous. $700 for a goddamn place. I listen. I said this last time, and I will say it again. What the hell? Like people are trying to scam us out of our money, and it's ridiculous.
Mm.
Um,
Mhm.
this being said, honestly, I I don't even know what to think about it because honestly, like I have a PS5, and
Right.
honestly, I don't see. I've seen videos of key differences, and I mean, there's
Do you have
like
the
very,
digital or
very.
disc edition?
I have the disc edition.
Oh.
Yeah, that's another thing. Thank you for bringing that up. Apparently, there is no disc edition for PS5 Pro.
Really? Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Um, $700 for a digital edition of the PS5
Right.
with
There's
slightly better specs and slightly better graphics.
mm,
Hmm, man, I don't even know what to say. And I mean, like,
well, and there's even a
yeah,
more expensive version with
oh yeah,
the throwback bundle, 30th anniversary bundle.
yeah, yeah. I mean, congratulations to PlayStation for reaching that milestone and everything.
Mhm.
But holy moly, like, nah, man. I am, I am about. If I could just get the controller, I would.
Yeah, the
Like, just
controller's
for
nice. I think you
nostalgia.
can buy it though, separate, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Yeah.
Just for nostalgia. Like,
Yeah. Did you
man,
have a PS1?
yes, yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
I had the original. I had PS2, 3, 4,
4, now 5.
and 5. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, I've had them
I was
all.
so young when the first one came out, but or when
I'm
I
not
got it. But
man,
yeah, I remember playing it a little bit actually, but I like barely knew how to like do anything, so it's kind of.
yeah,
But the PS2,
yeah.
I had a lot of good
What
memories
was
and
that
history for
one?
it.
There was one, and I'm not sure if that was the original or like something or the one before it, um, or after it, I should say. Um, there was one that was like a portable one. It had a screen, you could take it anywhere.
PSP?
Um, I don't remember.
The PSP?
No, it was like a
It
console.
it was a console
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was like a PS2 Slim or something?
Maybe it was. I'm gonna look. PlayStation 2 Slim? I don't know if that was it. No, it
PSP
wasn't.
Slim was a cool console, but I had the fat PS2. But I had the slim PS3. Actually, I still have.
Uh
Well, I don't have my PS1 anymore, unfortunately. But I have
oh
all the.
damn, bro. I'm trying to look for it right now. I'm gonna say like 1990. I don't remember when this was, but I remember having it and like I'll be able to freaking take it places and stuff, and it was just
Like,
awesome.
what did it
Oh, right
play?
here. Right here. Let me share my screen. This is it right here.
Portable PlayStation created. That's
Well, that's not but that like
that's what
this
it looked
one.
like.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looked like. It had this
That's
screen on it. I don't remember
huh.
which. Yeah,
Well,
it
that's a
was
mod. I think that
PS1,
someone made.
but I remember having something like this, bro. I really remember having this.
Huh.
Um, I don't know if it was some kind of if it was some kind of fake thing or whatever, but it was a
Right.
jam.
That's pretty cool.
And I kind of wish that they would bring something back like that. Honestly,
Oh.
I think that would be cool.
Um. Yeah.
But
No.
like I said,
Well, have you ever had a Nintendo DS?
no,
Oh,
I've
that was
been
cool.
I have been
Uh,
all PlayStation, just like I'm all Apple. I have been all PlayStation.
okay. Yeah, I
um,
dig it.
I never ever had Xbox or anything like that. Um,
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know what the deal was, but I just always had PlayStation for some reason. A lot of my friends, um, have PlayStations, and I think that was a thing. Like I just
You
surrounded
want to play
myself
with your
with people.
friends? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. I remember in
So
the early days, you didn't have to, like if you wanted to play online, you
yeah.
didn't have to play. You didn't have to pay to play online if you had a PlayStation. Like for PS3, this was the like Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 era.
Oh
But I know
really?
if you had an Xbox 360, you had to pay a yearly fee. I don't remember how much it was. It might have been just like $20 a year or something.
Oh
But
wow.
for me, I didn't want to pay that. And also, like some of my friends had PlayStations, so
Right.
that
Right.
was kind of a big thing. I remember. Um,
That's crazy.
but what ended up happening was like people were like, "Oh, PlayStation's like the poor man's console because you don't have to pay."
Yeah.
But it was still expensive.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on VR glasses, AR glasses, and stuff like that?
VR is cool. I had a couple chances to use VR, but I get like immediately sick. Like
Really?
yeah, like just nauseous, and so I don't know if I like I don't really like willingly like to use VR glasses. Last time I did it, I
Mhm.
literally like 30 seconds in and I felt sick. And
Oh
maybe it was
god.
just it's like depending on the game. I think I was playing some like first person shooter, but it's really weird
Mhm.
cuz like you're standing still and you're moving and like yeah, it was just messing with my brain obviously. Um and the resolution like this was like it was like the PlayStation VR headset. So, like, the
Mhm.
graphics were really nice. I remember using it for the PS4. There was, like, a demo at Best Buy, and I was okay
Yeah.
with that, but I think the resolution was a little lower. But anyway, yeah, so VR is, like it's funny because I wanted to get an Oculus, but now I don't think I'll get one because I don't think I'll use it. But AR is cool
What
because It's
What are your thoughts now? I'm gonna ask you something completely different, but what are your thoughts on Facebook's Meta?
oh,
Because
their new
oh,
Orion augmented reality.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, those things are really cool. I read the article. I haven't seen like is there like a review up of them or I haven't seen any
uh,
video
yeah,
of
me
them.
either,
They're
me
kind of
either, and
chunky, but I think they're really cool. I will say
yeah,
when Google Glass first came out, when was that? That was like over a decade ago, right?
yeah, yeah,
I thought it was the coolest thing. Like I was so young, you know, and you're kind of impressionable at that age, but
yeah,
I literally thought it was the coolest thing. I wanted one, but I think they were like really hard to get, and then Google like totally scrapped it. You know, they're kind of
yeah.
um, lost to
Google is
time.
known for that kind of thing,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
they scrap a lot of projects, but obviously they have the capital to try different things, try different products, see what work. I think it was the wrong timing. It was like ahead of its time, I guess.
Yeah,
But obviously
yeah,
you're seeing a lot more like AR being pushed with Apple and now with Meta. But
right.
yeah, I think it'll definitely has like um, a lot of good use cases. I remember seeing someone they had the Apple AR. What are the Apple ones called?
Um, oh boy,
The Apple
what are they
Pro
called?
Vision goggles or whatever.
Yeah, Vision
They look
Pro,
like they look like ski
Vision Pro.
goggles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone was wearing those. They were working on their car engine, and they had, like, YouTube videos, like, augmented of
Oh
how
my
to fix
god.
what they were doing, and I thought that was really cool, you know? Obviously, like, it's a lot better than holding your phone like this, like
Oh
this,
yeah, for sure.
and, like, just flashlight in the other hand, right? And so, obviously, I think there's a lot of good use cases for it. It's really
Yeah,
cool.
definitely.
I've seen I've seen stuff where like uh, it can help blind people basically be blind eyes for blind people. They're in the store, they're looking at an item, and you know through the video and through AI, it can detect what is in front of them and tell the user or the person that's wearing the
Yeah.
glasses what they're looking at. And I think that's really cool. So
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I'm not sure how much I honestly trust Meta of all companies. I mean, I know we all have Facebooks and stuff like that, but like,
yep.
I don't know how much I trust them with this kind of technology.
Mm.
I
Why do
mean,
you say
it's
that?
cool.
Because of the lawsuit that they had.
Yeah, yeah, and just because of the privacy, like, I mean, dude, how many times do you have your phone in front of you? And like, legit, how many times have you had your phone in front of you and you go on Facebook, and it's not even Facebook, it's just your phone in general, like Google or stuff.
Mhm.
Like, how many times have you talked about something and all of a sudden you go on your phone
You get an
and
ad
you
for it.
see something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's happened to me a million times, and it's kind
Like,
of
what?
it's scary and annoying, but I just do my best to ignore it. And yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And yeah,
It's
I talk to my
scary.
friend about that all the time, and what's so funny? We like joke around about that all the time, but
Mhm.
he's like he's like, "Oh, they're listening, so you have to say like good things, like positive affirmations so that you get
Yeah.
like good
Yeah.
stuff." Like, mental health, money, 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 so that, like, somehow, like, your Google
Bro,
AdSense is, like, will show you mental health stuff and ways to get money or something. I don't know. We're just being
it
silly, but,
yeah,
um,
yeah. But
I know
it's
exactly
just
what you
like,
mean.
what the hell, though? You know,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I'm intrigued because, I don't know if you've ever tried Vision Pro, but I did, and I actually have a
Oh, yeah.
video of my experience. I loved it, like,
Yep.
absolutely loved it. I'm not gonna spend the $3,000 for it.
Right, right.
Uh, I wish I did though, in so many ways. because
Right.
I just feel like, bro, that is the real world.
Right. You can see what's in front of you, but
Like,
then the
what?
augmented is
And I
on
mean,
top, layered on
I'm not,
top.
and I'm not gonna even like talk. I can't even talk because I haven't really experienced any other one. Um, but I don't know. Like,
Yep.
maybe I'm just being too much of an apple sheep. But like, they actually freaking did it really, really good. It's not to
Right.
say that there's not any bugs or anything. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff,
Right. There are
but
issues. Yeah.
but they ironed it out so well, and especially and I mean, I guess to each their own. Like, different people are gonna think different things, but to me, it's the most comfortable
Mhm.
headset you'll ever have on. I had no problems with it.
Right.
This, besides the fact that I was on a scooter, because that's how I roll when I'm out in public.
Mhm.
Um,
Pun intended.
especially, yeah, exactly. Especially long distances like the mall that I was at.
Fair enough.
I'll tell you more. I'll tell you more later.
Okay.
Um, but so th- it was awful. The experience was 20 minutes.
Mhm.
And I was, like, in such disbelief with everything that I was talking to my mother, and you know how you and I are Portuguese. You and I know
Mhm.
how Portuguese mothers are. They wanna walk and talk or, do multiple things at one time.
They're in your ear all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And dude, so my mother's walking out of the store as I'm talking to her because I'm trying to, like, ease myself out of, having that on for 20 minutes.
Right.
But no, my mother just keeps going and she's like, You can come and talk and drive." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, mom." Dude, I walked out of the store, and the specific I'll tell you which store after, but the specific store I went to had all glass doors. I zoomed right into the freaking door.
Oh my! Don't tell me you
And I,
broke it.
no, thank God.
It just like thud. You're just like, boop.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
jeez, that must have been embarrassing.
because you know how those glass doors have the metal on the bottom.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hit right against the metal.
Oh.
Thank God.
Okay. Oh,
But
I see.
you just hear the thud, and I'm just like,
Everyone must have been like, huh?
yeah, you have no idea. I'm like,
Dang.
I've
So
never
you were
come to
like
this
that
store.
out of it? Like it just took you out? Like
Yes,
you didn't?
yes,
Oh,
yes.
that's scary, but
I was
oh,
so
understandable for your first time, I
bad.
suppose. Now,
And
okay.
again,
Yeah.
I think it was because I didn't like, okay, take it off, rest a minute, and then
Yeah.
go.
And then your
I took
mom's
it
like,
off,
yeah,
and
right.
and that was the bad thing. That was the bad thing. And I'm like, yeah, I'm never doing that again. Except I really want to do it again. not
But
not the
this
whole
time,
hitting a door
yeah,
or
exactly.
hitting
Not
a
the whole
person.
going face first into a glass wall
It's just
with
like,
in front
oh
of
my.
strangers at a mall.
But I don't know if you've seen Apple stores recently. They now have these stickers of like different emojis and stuff on their doors now. So now you can
Oh,
actually tell where the door is and where it's just a window or a glass.
okay, yeah, yeah,
But this
yeah.
specific store did not have that,
No, we gotta
and
talk
the
about
doors
that
were,
because why are like it's a common theme of Apple stores just to be like all glass.
yeah, yeah.
Is that
Um, I don't know if you've ever been to New York. Um,
I have.
I went to the store on Fifth Avenue, which again is
This
all
huge
glass.
structure. Okay, yeah.
Which, by the way, you should check it out. There was a picture. Let me see if I can grab it. There was a picture of the Apple Store right after the um this whole thing with Apple AI and stuff.
Mhm.
The store on Fifth Avenue is all lit up like AI. Like it's so freaking. I gotta show you.
What do
Like
you
it's
mean
so
AI?
crazy.
Hmm.
Let's see. Apple.
Oh, thank you.
There.
Thank you, Solange. It's a wallpaper that I used before.
Yeah. Let's see.
So now, how are you controlling? It's like hand gestures, right? You go like that, and it's
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. And that's the other thing. That's the other thing that I like about it is that it's all with hand gestures. You don't need remotes. You don't need, anything else. It's
yeah.
just you have the thing on your head and that's that.
I think
Um,
the form factor is interesting because like obviously like it's a big thing that you wear. It's like ski goggles, and then that has the battery pack that you have to. But with the Meta one, it's literally just like a pair of glasses. Like
right.
I think the form
Right.
factor, I think, which is what people are. More people would
Oh,
probably wear the glasses as opposed to like the Vision
yeah.
Pro, like walking around.
I'm trying.
It's more
What the heck
fashionable,
that
I
is?
suppose.
Right.
Are
Okay,
you
here
trying
we
to
go.
pull up the app? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's really cool.
So this is it right here. I saw this on a freaking article and I'm just like, what the hell? And this is
Alright.
another thing that they did when the Vision Pro came out
Whoa,
at one of the other
they're
stores.
so extra.
It's
That's
like,
okay. That's
holy,
cool with the like iridescence, but yeah, they're so
yeah,
extra. Wait,
dude.
click on. Go down a little bit. Click on the one that's like
This
rainbow colored.
this is their store right here.
Oh wow, it's beautiful inside.
Yeah. Um,
But
I
click on the one that if you scroll down a little bit, it's like rainbow colored.
this one.
Yeah, that one right there. Yeah, that one. That looks cool.
That looks awesome.
Cute.
That looks
It's glass
freaking
cute.
awesome. I wish. Hang on, I want to see. So this is it right here.
Mm.
I have my own pictures and stuff, but I don't want to show that. This right here on the opposite side of this,
An elevator.
they have um they have the thing that looks like any type of button on your iPhone, and as you and dude, again with me and my crazy head, honestly, I was such a goddamn klutz because I'm on the phone with somebody and I went to go lean on that
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, this is just a fake button. It's not gonna do anything. Bro, you lean on that thing or press on that thing's gonna go
Mm.
like a real button. And I'm just like, what the actual hell? I almost
Yes.
fell because of that thing. Like,
Oh,
dude, it's freaking crazy. I
yeah, it's
wish
like
I
a work of
had.
art in there.
Dude, look at the goddamn elevator. It's
Oh
so cool.
man, it's packed in that photo too.
Yeah, yeah. I wish I wish I was there for like these launch days. Dude, like
Oh
that would
man,
be sick. For any kind of launch day for any kind of product, especially the
right.
iPhone. Dude,
When the
actually
first
no.
iPhone,
I, actually no, I take that back. I don't want to be there on an iPhone launch.
I was gonna say, I remember watching videos of the first iPhone launch in New York. People were camping outside. Obviously,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
that brings me back. That's some like nostalgia.
Do
But
you follow Justine?
I do not. But I know who she
Aw.
is.
Yeah. She made a video way back when for her first iPhone experience. That was wild.
Mm.
That was wild.
Yeah, it was
And
probably like
thinking
that was long.
how and thinking how technology has progressed from then until now. It
I know.
is
It's so hard to like. And you know what's crazy at the time? Like we were all using that, and that was the latest, hottest tech. The latest
like,
and greatest. And we were
yeah.
so enamored by like what we were seeing. But if you were to bring that tech today, like it's so old and slow, doesn't even work. It's kind of mind
I
blowing.
mean, if you have one that works, Damn,
Well,
listen.
they're not
Hold
supported
on to that
anymore.
thing.
Like,
Hold on to that thing. Yeah, well, they're not supported anymore, but hold on to that thing. If that thing
yeah,
still works, man,
iPhone,
holy
the
crap.
original iPhone. Yeah,
I would do anything and everything um to get my hands on an original iPhone. Um
you could.
especially
I mean, like, I wonder how much they're going for used. But I remember in middle
eBay should
school,
eBay
what was it?
should sell them for dirt cheap.
Sixth grade. One of my teachers got an iPhone 3GS, I think, and she was
Oh,
showing
dude, that
us,
was
and I thought it
amazing.
was the coolest thing because I didn't have
Yeah,
a phone at the time. I was in sixth grade,
yeah.
and like it could take pictures, and
I
I'm like, oh,
remember.
coolest thing.
Do you remember the HTCs
Yes.
of back then? Like, bruh, HTC. It was HTC, BlackBerry. I almost got myself
I
a
think I had HTC.
BlackBerry.
Blackberries are cool. I never wanted a Blackberry because I thought like only like snobby adults had them. Not snobby adults, but like you had to be like a business professional to own a
Yeah,
BlackBerry, and I
yeah,
was just a little kid. What does
yeah.
WCB mean? I don't understand WCB.
Welcome back, I think.
Oh, welcome back. Okay.
Yeah. Um, yeah, but those things were crazy. Speaking about new products and stuff, though, um,
Remember the? I'm sorry.
Insta,
I don't mean to harbor on old phones, but do you remember the Google Nexus?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that was a cool phone.
dude. These are all phones, like, bruh, the nostalgia.
Right.
You need to follow also Mr. Mobile. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah,
Michael
sounds
Fisher.
familiar.
Michael Fisher, Mr. Mobile. He used to do a lot of videos of phones of the past.
Okay.
He had a whole series of it. And it's just like, how are you getting these phones to semi work in 2024?
Right.
I haven't seen any recently because now he's kind of getting into the phones of today. Um, but I used to love that series. Like, I
Right.
would never miss
Yeah.
a video. He
Man,
was one of those people.
the old phones of like the late 2000s, well, early 2000s, late 2000s had so much character. Like, remember the T-Mobile Sidekick? That thing was so cool.
Yes. Dude, that thing was freaking awesome.
Right.
That was
The Motorola
popular back
Razor.
then.
Actually, I
Yes.
think Motorola came out with a new Razor that's like
Yes.
touchscreen. But and then, do you remember the LG NV2?
Yes. Yes.
That was a cool phone. You flip it up and
Dude.
had a keyboard, and you felt so cool. Being like, "Hey," texting your
Yeah.
friends.
Dude,
SMS, old SMS.
there's actually Michael Fisher that I was just mentioning has his own, well, he collaborated with a company called Clicks to make a case for, I think for now it's just for iPhones,
Mm.
that has a clickable keyboard.
Oh,
Um, yeah, I'll show you right
interesting.
now.
Oh, I think I saw that. Like, it's an iPhone case that has a keyboard at the bottom.
Yeah,
I saw that, and wasn't it like very controversial? Like, people were kind
yes.
of dogging on it because
I'm showing it to you on screen right now. I don't know if you see it, but
I see it.
this is
Yeah,
it.
that's
This is right here, bruh. Like,
yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. It just seems like why, you know?
phones
Like,
are
what's
so
the
big
point?
already. Phones are so big already. Why the hell do we need this? I'm sorry. Like, I'm all for it for the nostalgia purpose of it and stuff, but I
I
don't know,
don't
man.
see
I
what
feel
like
like,
solution it's trying to solve. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I guess
I'm
win an
oh,
iPhone. You can win an iPhone.
bruh. I guess they're gonna be making it for Androids too. That's gonna be
Interesting.
interesting.
Probably like
That's
Samsung's or
interesting.
something.
I really appreciate these companies that are trying to bring the nostalgia back. Especially Motorola, like when they first introduced their, um, the Motorola flips, of
Yep.
today that symbolized those of the past.
Right.
Those are cool. I mean, I think that the ones that they created last year and this year are even better. But ones from that they made 3 years ago, like, man, I know you're trying to bring it back, but that is not, especially bringing a phone back with just stock Android. That is
Yeah.
like ridiculously bad. Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
So,
I'm
so
not
Tech
for it.
Tech for Your Needs says he had two Blackberries and the Motorola Razr.
Damn. Yeah. I had I had what was called the Motorola Crazer. It was
Razr
like
with the C.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Um
Also, I'm gonna look that up. But they make triple monitor phones now. Isn't that crazy? Oh, Crazer phone.
that was
Oh,
another
just
topic.
classic flip phone.
That was another topic that I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, am I jumping the gun?
Um yeah, but no problem. Um what are your thoughts on that? Because honestly, I
Wait, wait,
thought
wait.
it
I
was
gotta ask you a
crazy.
question first, though.
Uh-oh.
You said you had
Uh-oh.
the Motorola Crazer, right? And I looked it up, and it's just your standard flip phone. But
Yeah.
did you ever have the satisfaction of slamming the phone, ending the call for someone you just didn't want to talk to anymore, or for what have you? We
Just
don't get those moments
just
anymore.
answer no. Just answering and hanging up on spam callers was, excuse my language, the
Pop.
fucking shit.
You wouldn't even need to do it. You could just like do with one hand, just use
Yeah,
your pointer
yeah.
finger to flip the phone and just end the
Oh,
call.
dude, I loved it. I loved it. And I loved the
You don't get
ringtones
those
of
moments
of
anymore.
that phone.
Oh yeah.
Dude, and I mean, I guess it depended on what company. We had Verizon back then. Bruh, the ringtones were amazing. I feel like now, I don't know how you feel. Um, do you actually have your phone on ring or do you use it more on vibrate
I use
or
my phone on
silent? A lot of people use it on silent, and I'm just like, how do you live your life? But anyway, I'm not judging.
I use my phone on ring because I just want to be able to hear everything.
Yeah,
Um, and I like my ringtone and I like my phone ringtone. So yeah, I leave it on ring. Unless if I need to put it on vibrate, I'll do that. But for the most part, I keep it
yeah,
on ring.
yeah. I mean, I think it's cool and everything. Um, but but I feel like, especially iPhone, they had ringtones for so long that it was just like, what the hell? Please update your ringtones. And finally they have, um to a more suave point, I guess you could say. It's like, what the hell? Like, you know, and I don't know about you, but I still go back to the original one of iPhone, the marimba. Um
That's a classic.
Dude, I love that ringtone, and I'm gonna use it. I don't care. I don't care what people say. I'm gonna use that. Honestly, dude, it is awesome. I also had the old phone ringtone. I don't know if you remember those of like the rotary phone ringtones.
Oh no, I don't. I'm not familiar. What
Uh,
do you mean rotary?
like
Okay.
the old landlines from back in the day. I'll play it. Just
Is it like a buzzing, ringing sound?
so this is the one I have now.
Yep,
We
classic.
we all know this one, and then this is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah, that's a classic.
I love this ringtone. This brings me back to my iPhone 4 days. Like all these ringtones, and I hope they never go away. I think they're so awesome. There was another one that I like. Oh, the piano one.
That's
No,
yeah,
no, no, no.
that's an old one.
It's just awesome. I don't know. Um, but like I'll play one. I'll play a newer one. This is the default of iPhones. Like, what the fuck is
Oh, the
this?
Ring one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Or like, what the fuck is this? I'm sorry, but what? Like, all these freaking. I don't know, man. I just like. Nah, I'm going back to my marimba because I love that one. I'm sorry. That is iPhone. That is how you know somebody has a freaking iPhone. Um, but yeah, we're getting to be like off topic here. Um,
Right. Yeah, let's reel it back in.
I wanted to ask you, what your thoughts are on webcams. We clearly know that you're using one right now.
Right. Right.
uh,
My eyes
what
so
are you?
itchy. Oh my.
Huh?
Go on, sorry. I'm just
Oh, it's
my
all right.
eyes so itchy. Trying
Oh,
not
it's
to
all right,
touch
man.
it, but obviously.
Nah, man. Be yourself, man. Don't worry. This is not a professional. This is not professional by any means. I mean, you saw how the beginning of the live stream was.
Oh, that was annoying.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts? Have you heard of Insta 360?
I have, yes.
What are your thoughts? They just came out with a new webcam. Cheaper but
The
can
link.
still follow you around.
Yeah,
Um,
so I guess it
man.
depends. To me, like, this might be controversial, but I think it's kind of overrated. Like,
Yes.
I don't need a webcam to follow me around. Like, if you know, I mean, I yeah, sure, there's probably, like, use cases where you want that feature, then buy the webcam. But,
Yes.
like, if you notice for, our purposes, we just sit here and we talk, we don't move. I mean, we might shift
Exactly.
around a little bit, but we're still in frame, and
I mean, some
I feel
computers
like
even have
do it within software. Yeah,
webcams.
like
Yeah.
yeah, to me, it's one of those, like, it's just like they're over engineering the product
Yeah.
where they're just adding these features and they can charge more. But do you really need that out of a webcam? I
No.
I don't. I think a lot of people don't. Some people might need that, but again, like $200 for a webcam is very pricey.
Yeah.
Even if people can afford that, like, why would you pay that
Aw, dude.
when you can pay
Dude.
$50 for a decent webcam off Amazon or something like that, and
Yeah.
it gets the job done, right? Uh,
Exactly. Exactly.
I
It's
uh
just
I have a
crazy to me.
webcam at my job, and I use it sometimes for Zoom meetings and
Mhm.
things like that, and it gets the job done. Like, I don't, again, like, it's all about use case. If you're
Right.
doing classes, like if you're teaching a class and you're like moving around, you use a whiteboard, sure, it could be helpful. I can see, and
Yeah,
if
TechNeed says
it
if you're
allows
a
you to
cooking
use
channel or something,
yeah, it's
it
yeah, exactly.
it's
It's definitely use case. Um, but I think that's just kind of a trend of a lot of companies, just like over engineering products.
yeah, just
Just
what
just why? Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna shift a little bit, and I'm gonna ask you, what phone do you have as your everyday phone?
Yeah, so I have probably a bit of a unique phone, at least in America. I haven't met anyone else that has the same phone as me. If people want to try and take a guess as to what phone I have, Oh.
I think I know if you still have the same company that
Well, don't
you've
say
had for
anything,
years.
but if people wanna try and guess what phone I
Have you
have,
had this company for years though?
not
But
years, like, um oh, so you probably you're probably thinking of something else, but,
oh, okay.
so I'll give it a little bit.
Give us a hint.
Give you a hint? Okay, I was gonna say it's an Android, but that's not. I don't think that's fair to say because obviously I guess I could a hint, a hint. Okay, it's not an American company.
Okay.
American owned.
Is it like um Xiaomi? I was gonna guess something else, but yeah, Xiaomi.
Xiaomi? It's not a Xiaomi, but I've um I've seen their phones before and they're pretty cool, but I've never been interested in a Xiaomi. I don't even know if they work in America. They might, but I know certain like
It's not
phone
a Huawei,
manufacturers.
is it?
No, it's not a Huawei, but those are banned, I think, in the US. I'm pretty sure.
Vivo. No, it's
It's not a
not.
Vivo, but that's a good guess. So it's actually a nothing phone. Nothing phone
A
2.
nothing. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I have it right here. Let me put it in frame.
I'm not
So
gonna
yeah.
lie. I saw that and I'm
So
like, but this
actually,
might.
let me take the case off because then you'll be able to see it better.
Yeah, you might want to disable the background. Just yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. I'll just angle it. But like, so
Yeah,
I have
that's
an
awesome.
app where I can control the lights. That's kind of the whole like
Ah, dude,
thing
dude.
with this phone.
Now you got me. Cause that's another. So
Oh,
I've
I
always
got it.
said this. If I were to be an Android person, I would have to be a Google person.
Yep.
And now even OnePlus or nothing.
Right. Yeah,
Because
I
I
used to
think
have a OnePlus
especially
phone.
nothing.
Oh,
Like
funny.
it's like a iPhone esque, but
Right.
with
Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole thing, kind of.
it's like iPhone esque, but with a twist to
Android.
it, and I love it. Um, I've heard, I haven't really experienced it myself. I heard that there was a hit or miss with the operating system. I'm not sure. What are your thoughts?
With Nothing OS.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Nothing's like a really new company. They've
Mhm.
I think they were founded in like 2020 or something. But
Mhm.
so obviously, like their phones and their software. I'm trying to find the app. I can't find it. But basically, there's LEDs on the back. So if I like raise the
That's so
volume,
crazy.
it shows it on the
That's
back,
so
and if I
crazy.
lower the volume, if I get a notification, it'll light up. So that's kind of the whole thing with it with their phones.
Okay, question
Um,
though.
yeah,
Does it bother you at night? Like if you were to get a notification at night.
no, because you can turn it off, but sometimes I hardly notice it because obviously, if you have your phone in front of you and the
Mhm.
notifications in the back, you don't really see it per se. Like,
Right.
um, but no, it doesn't bother me at
Cuz
all.
cuz that's the thing with me. I think that especially like that's why I would never turn on the flash on my iPhone. Um but I think that would so bother me, especially having so many lights like that.
Right.
Like I feel like
Yeah.
that could light up a room. I don't know if you've ever just tested that out or anything, but like
Well, yeah, I mean, it could. Like, it's funny you say that because, like, I've obviously been sleeping and, like, um, have the lights off, and then I get a notification and my whole phone lights up. Um,
I love Tech for Your Needs pun right there. There is nothing to talk about.
yeah, yeah. It's an interesting brand name. But to go back to your question about the software, so they are a new company, and
Yeah,
they've been coming out with updates periodically, and it's been good. I mean, there are bugs, and there's probably not like it's not probably as feature rich as like
right.
Samsung you know, and
Right.
One UI. But Samsung's had like a 20, 30-year head start, right? So it's
Yeah.
like apples and
Yeah.
oranges. But they're doing a lot of exciting stuff, and um, Carl Pei, which is the CEO of Nothing, they have a YouTube channel, and they're always posting like cool, funny
Yeah.
videos about the company.
Yeah.
Um,
I love. I I follow some of their stuff.
right.
What Techniques wants to know what the Nothing phone pricing is like.
So I would say it's um cheap. Well, I would say the pricing is good. It's inexpensive because cheap,
Mhm.
like, you know, you buy something cheap and it's poor quality, low quality. I would say with
Right.
Nothing phones, they're inexpensive, but the quality is still high. Like with
Gotcha.
iPhones and with Samsungs, like yeah, uh, they're expensive. Like the quality is really good
Mhm.
with iPhones and Samsung phones and other companies too, but you're also paying a lot more. And I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
n- they probably do that on purpose. They're trying to break into a very
Oh,
competitive market,
absolutely.
so their pricing's very competitive. And I think
Mhm.
once they establish themselves a little bit more, their phone prices will go up. I think currently
Mhm.
they have three phones. They they have the Nothing Phone 1, which is kind of an older phone. I don't know if you can.
Mhm.
I think it's discontinued actually. The Nothing Phone 2, which is what I have, their latest and greatest, they're kind of their flagship. And then they
Mhm.
recently just came out with something called the Nothing Phone 2A, which is um, a kind of like less expensive rendition of the Nothing Phone 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it has a different design too. But
Oh, interesting.
yeah, they recently came out with that. But I wouldn't get that because I'm waiting for the Nothing Phone 3.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Interesting. What are your
oh, and
thoughts? And I
also
know.
the Nothing Phone 1 wasn't released in America. It was just released in like Europe and the UK.
How did you get your hands on it?
And well, the Nothing Phone 2 came out in the US. They released it in the US.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So I bought it at launch, and there was a promotion where it was like a free upgrade to like 256 gigs, I think.
Yep. Yep.
So I did that, and I bought the headphones too. So yeah, I mean, I just kind of fell in love with like the UI and the look of the phone, um, the company image and their branding. So it
Oh,
just
that's
kind of hit
awesome.
a lot of boxes.
Right. Right.
And
That's
OnePlus was
cool.
kind of like letting me down with their lineups. So
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah.
they're
I
just kind of
mean,
coming out with the same stuff. And
yeah. That's kind of
I think at the
that's kind
time
of like iPhone.
I was
That's
like,
kind of
oh,
like. Go
oh,
ahead.
sorry.
Sorry.
Um, at the time I wanted to upgrade, and like every time I upgrade a new phone, I just go through what's on the market and I just see what's out there, and
Right.
I'll just get whatever I like the best. So I was looking at iPhones, and I think at the time it was maybe the iPhone 14 Pro I
Mhm.
was looking at, but I was like, oh, I don't want the Pro. It's a 6.1-inch screen or 6.3 or whatever, and I was like, oh, I would want the Pro Max. But then
Mhm.
looking at that pricing, it was so expensive, and I was like, ah, I don't know. It was just a lot of back and forth, but
Right.
happy with my
Right.
purchase.
Um, I know you used to be a Samsung Knight. Um, they released their S24 FE. Uh, really not. There's really not anybody talking about it, which surprises me. And I made a video about it
Right.
because I'm like, what the hell is it about this phone that nobody's talking about it yet? Like,
Mm.
usually you see people on launch day, like, and this annoys the crap out of me, dude. When there's events like an Apple event, Samsung event, Google event,
Mm.
I don't know what it is with these companies' contracts that as soon as the event starts, people are already posting their videos. And that annoys the crap out of me because I'm over there trying to watch the event because I love watching events.
Mhm.
and all of a sudden I'm just getting notifications of people uploading the video. I mean, and honestly, as much as I would love to watch the event, if I'm gonna get a notification of shorter videos to recap everything that's gonna happen at that event, I'll go watch that.
Right.
So, what is the point of like? I just don't get it. What is the goddamn point of having an event if you're just gonna release videos at the same time? Apple, at least they wait until the event is over and then start releasing their videos.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
just
we just live in that, like, fast-driven culture where we need everything right away.
it's
Just
crazy. I'm sorry, it's crazy. But would you? So you had Samsung before, right?
um, my work phone is a Samsung phone, and it's an
Oh, okay.
S22, and I use it quite a bit, actually. Um, and I had a Samsung phone for a little bit, but then I sold it, and I bought the Nothing phone, actually. So I had a
Oh,
Samsung
damn.
before it, but I didn't really use it.
Interesting.
It was the S23 Plus.
We finally have RCS together. How do you feel about that?
Man, I'm excited. I never thought I'd see the day. That was
I never
probably
saw it see the day either.
that was probably the most frustrating thing about owning an Android is
Yeah.
quite literally, like, all my friends have iPhones,
Yep.
like, literally every single one of them.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they people would complain about the green. It was bad when,
You had.
you'd make a group chat. Like, when you make a group chat and there's one
Oh
Android,
my
it ruins
god.
it for the rest,
Oh
and I'd
my
hear about it,
god.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Awful.
that's why it was just like, "Oh, like, why can't we go to a different app or something?" But, not everyone has a Facebook, so not everyone
We
has
we
an
tried it. We tried it when I first downloaded iOS 18, and you I don't know if you still have it um set up to because you customized it a little bit. Um
So, yeah, so I can change the color of the text,
can
but
you
I know on
can you show that off on screen if you don't
yeah.
mind?
So, I know with
I
iPhone.
really wish that we had this enabled on iPhone. Like
Yeah,
it
because
is
it's like
so
neon
clutch.
green still.
Yeah.
Wait, I can change the colors. I probably have
The
to
only thing that we have is red receipts. And when people are typing, we can see that.
right.
This is what Matt looks
Right,
like.
it's still like the
By the way, you
ugly
like your
neon
picture?
green.
It's one of your
Oh, it's
picture. I
the
don't-
one that I sent you? Yeah, I
Yeah.
think yours is like a Facebook profile of
What
it's
is
not
it?
gonna it's a Facebook profile pic that you had that I just
Oh,
grabbed.
okay, cool.
You can't see it, but
That's another thing that I wish that we had. Kind of like iOS. iOS now you can share your name and photo to people.
oh, right,
And I kind of wish that we had that with RCS. I think that that would be um amazing.
right.
Hey, my wife is back. What's up? Um, can't even
Hi.
see it because it blends into the background. Yeah,
Maybe times have changed.
I think I think if you I think if you were to strengthen or weaken
Oh.
the green screen on the in the
Yeah,
settings,
I
I
have
think
to
that
turn
would
it
be
off.
or turn it off. Yeah,
So,
yeah. See,
and then, if I go here. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, no.
yeah, you're calling me.
Yeah, my bad. That's an accident. And then if I click on the 3 little dots, I can change the color. So it's purple right now, but,
Wait, how the hell are you calling? Where are you calling me from? Did you call
it
my
was
main number?
yeah, I, like, both called you by accident.
Oh, you called me on. Where the hell would you call me? Because I didn't even get a notification on my other phone.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that.
Okay, whatever. Oh, that's funny though. Wow, man.
But yeah, I mean,
Uh,
RCS definitely changes the game, and I'm happy they because I thought they would like never add it. I thought
oh
Apple
yeah,
was
me
like
too.
too like greedy or just because that whole
Yeah,
like controversy came out where Apple wanted
because a lot
like
of these other companies were boasting about RCS and this and that, and we're just like, we wish that we had the same thing.
mhm, mhm.
You know, um, TechV needs. I do not have it installed yet. Because again, I'm not gonna use StreamYard. I'm just using it tonight. But once I have everything on the other thing, on Streamlabs, ready to go, then I will definitely test it out. Because I am curious of how that looks as well. But yeah, thank you for reminding me about that. Tech Vietnamese actually made me a Be Right Back logo screen, so whenever I have to step out or whatever, that's what will appear.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, so I do appreciate you, Tech Vietnamese, for reminding me about that. Um, so yeah, um, so yeah, like I said, like with the S24 FE, man, I don't know. I mean, it's another cheap. It's kind of like your iPhone 10R, I guess,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
S version of the iPhone, or whatever. Which I kind of think is. I mean, now I think honestly, the way that they're going with doing Pro and Pro Max is pretty cool. Um, it's amazing how phones are at, at a time we're getting bigger, but now are going back to getting smaller, and now even foldables, flips, this, that, the other. You were just talking about the other a little while ago, how there was a trifold now. It's like
Yeah.
what is going on with these companies? What is going on with these companies? Um, would you get that trifold?
No.
What?
No,
The, the
because
the the tech engineer, the
it's just
guy
too
that
much.
the guy that said that he wanted the latest and greatest.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I still like enjoy the like chocolate bar form factor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But I do.
Hello.
I mean, I do like the flip phones, but
People say that once. I mean, I can't talk. I can't, because I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. But people were saying, "Oh, you've never tried a foldable or a flip in your life. How do you know if you're gonna like it or not?" And people also said, "If Apple were to make one, I would get one right away."
they
Again,
will make one. They probably will. They're just waiting.
yeah. But again, when it comes to that, I honestly think that Apple is one of those companies that they're trying their hardest to make everything work and look good. Um, and
Before like breaking the mold.
yeah, before anything else, because they don't want to fail like these other companies have. Not fail, but like they don't want to be trashed like these other companies that have like the Samsung phones. People complained about the crease of how
Right.
um it scratched easily or this or that. They don't want that. So they're a company that, yes, technology, hardware, software comes out later, um but it works good. um that's just my opinion about that. I
Mhm.
mean, I know that there's some people out there. There's a friend of mine. that was saying it the other day. I don't know how you feel about like software updates and stuff if you ever do them on your phone. But I'm like all about the software updates.
Right.
I'm always updating my phone because you know what? Yeah, it can be annoying to always update your phone and whatnot, but these updates are important. You
Right.
know, I think that honestly, um, yes, you know, some of them um are like not necessary and you don't notice much of a difference. But when it comes to, and I don't want to get into this, but like if I've always said if the update says security features on the first sentence, like most of the time it does,
Hmm.
you should do it because yes, things might not be happening to you, but it could be happening to somebody else, and that's why they make these updates so we could have a smooth and um good experience
Hmm.
with the software. You know, so
Right.
it's not that Apple doesn't have anything to do. I'm sure that you know they have plenty to do. But I just think that software is just as important. And honestly, I even go to say that software for me, it's software over hardware. I'd rather have a phone with good software than hardware that I'm going to use once or twice.
Hmm.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like this new iPhone 16, for example. I love how they um you know did it. I love the new capture button, but
Yep.
how many times are you going to actually use that? You know
Right.
what I mean?
I
Like
mean, a few times maybe.
a lot of people prefer to do everything on screen versus on that on that little button.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah. Make the
I don't know.
camera app better with more features than add a button you
Exa-
need.
exactly. Exactly. I mean, yeah, I'm all for it, but now we have the action button, which can be used as a camera button too. So that extra camera button that they just put is kind of useless,
Hmm.
in my opinion. Or they're trying to make it so the action button is going to be less useful.
Right. Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
mean, I think you have to have a blend of hardware and software. Um,
Oh yeah, for sure,
but
for sure.
yeah, I mean, iOS
I mean,
18, and they've been
man,
at it
and listen,
18 iteration.
I'm actually super happy that these older phones are still getting software updates for security updates because again, like I said, I mean, a lot of people don't want to upgrade their phone because
Right.
oh they don't like the new design or this or that. You know, so I always say either way, you
It's
should do
expensive
it.
to upgrade
Oh yeah, for sure.
unless you trade in and maybe do a payment plan. But I try and buy my phone straight up
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I
unlocked.
do. No, you know what I do now? I go to Apple Trade In and I trade in my old phone for the new phone.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that
You get a decent
honestly,
amount.
exactly, exactly. I think yeah, you do. Honestly. I mean, yeah, would I like to keep my other device for comparison videos and stuff? Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? I'd rather do this and, you know, save my money.
Get the upgrade. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, nah, I'm all set. Bro, we're over an hour. I really appreciate you coming through and joining me. I wanted to do so we were planning to do a recording of this, and then I'm like, nah, I haven't live streamed in a while. A lot of people have been
Right.
asking me when am I gonna be live streaming. So why not do it all in one? I was gonna do a podcast one day and a live stream another day, but I'm like, nah, too
Mhm.
much. I'm too busy. these days. So this is how we're gonna do it. And it's kind
Fair
of
enough.
less editing for me anyway. So
Right.
even though I have to go back and port everything, the live stream title and description over here and delete the other one because I don't want people
Oh,
to
yeah,
get
that one.
confused.
The technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. I should. I have a playlist of everything on my channel. I should actually make a playlist and put all the um
Like a
like
compilation.
a compilation of like all the bad stuff that happens during my lives and my videos. That would be funny.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Uh, but man, hey, thank you so much for taking your time and coming to chat. It's been fun
Thanks for
catching
having me.
up
It
with
was fun,
you.
yeah. We talked about a lot of
Yeah,
good stuff, mental health, tech.
yeah, definitely, man. I'll leave a link to everything that we discussed in the description down below, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye-bye.